What is up, everyone? Welcome to Reality Room Spoilers with Paul, bringing you the latest on the live feed updates from Big Brother 18. So first off, I just want to talk about the veto competition. If you guys remember from the last episode, we have Paulie along with Bridget put on the block. And, some people in the house think that Bridget's the target. However, some people in the house, mainly Paulie and most of the guys, are looking to get Davon out this week. They think Davon's being sketchy. They think that she talks too much. They think that she's going to target the guys. And let's face it, she probably is, right? We go into the veto competition, and the person who wins ends up being, Paulie. So Paul is being a comp beast this season. Like I have to give it to the guy. I really, really do. He's won a lot of competitions. What is this? His fourth win right now. I think he has 2 vetoes, 2 HOHs, and it's still early in the season. There's still so many weeks left in the season. I just gotta give him a round of applause right now. Honestly, I know a lot of people don't like him right now, like his personality, but you have to admit he's playing a really, really good game. He's winning a lot of competitions, so at least give him that. Okay, so Paulie wins the veto, and so before, I'm just going to jump ahead a little bit to more recent stuff. So before the veto competition, we actually have Paul walking up to Davon, and he tells her flat out, he's like, listen, I'm going to be putting you on the block, but he tells her that she's a pawn. He says that he doesn't want to have to put up Zakiyah or Michelle because he's afraid that they'll be too emotional about it. And to be frank with you, it's not a bad excuse because I've seen Zakiyah cry a lot about things, about being put on the block, and Nicole's the same way. And I don't think Michelle would be like that, but Paul has to make his excuse to get her out, to get her on the block in the first place. So I guess that's what he had to say. So when he walked out of the room, Dave's like, "Oh, it's game on!" to the camera and to the live feeders. So I thought that was pretty exciting. So we have the veto ceremony. Paulie takes himself off, and Paul puts Davon on the block. Okay, so there's been a lot of drama going on in the house the past few days. And by the past few days, I mean Monday, Tuesday, and probably Wednesday and Thursday too. I'm sure there'll be more stuff even when you guys are watching this. But so I want to start off with, let's start off on a lighter note actually. Just because it's just gonna get so much bullshit in a little while that we might as well just start off on a lighter note. So they've been doing pranks throughout the house again. James and Natalie have been doing pranks against one another. Natalie took James's shoes and she put him in the freezer or something like that. And apparently James caught her or whatever, and he found his shoes before she was able to tell him what happened. So he took his shoes out and he put her shoes in the freezer, and it was just some little funny thing. And then he took some saran wrap and he wrapped around her makeup case, with a ton of saran wrap and tinfoil. Very similar to stuff to what he did back in Big Brother 17, and we saw Steve do some of that stuff too in BB 17. It was just a big prank season. Okay, the reason why I wanted to mention this was because this is actually going to make a little jump. So as of right now, the majority of the house is voting out Davon. Okay, so we have James and Natalie, we have Paulie, we have Victor, we have Corey, and we have Nicole. So it's those 6 right now that we're pretty sure are going to be voting day out. Natalie, she's kind of like the odd one out. She's kind of iffy about it. And then we have Michelle and Zakiyah, who were the 2 votes to vote Bridget out. And for some reason, the guys are not really telling the girls about them wanting day out. So it's going to be kind of like a little blind slide to them. Although I think Paulie kind of hinted it to Zakiyah, but I don't think Michelle knows about it. Although I'm sure she's getting the hints throughout the house at this point, because they kind of make it a little obvious. But yeah, so I mean that's what's going on with that. So day is almost definitely going. Another thing that's been going on, apparently, is that there is now an all-guys alliance in the house. I gotta tell you guys, when I first saw this cast, I never once thought there was gonna be an all-guys alliance. Do you know why I never thought there was gonna be an all-guys alliance? They all look like alpha males that would not take, that couldn't be followers, There's always one guy in charge. In this case, it's Paulie. who would lead all these alpha males, basically. And I never foresaw that happening for a second. Never foresaw it. However, it looks like it's happening right now. So we have the rest of the 5 guys in the house, which is Paul, Paulie, Victor, James, and Corey, are now in a 5-person alliance called, and this is just speculative. This happened literally like an hour ago. I'm taping this on Tuesday into Wednesday. It's called the Executives. It's not the worst name. At least it doesn't have a number at the end of it. So like when they lose an alliance member, it's like, oh well, what do we call it now? 7-pack, fatal 3, fatal 4. Whatever, right, guys? Okay, so apparently the guys are in an all guys alliance, and they want to target the girls next week. Specifically, they want to target Zakiyah and Bridget. Zakiyah and Michelle. They kind of want to keep Bridget around because she wants to go after the girls too, including Bridget wants to go after Nicole and those other 2. So that's the way things are looking right now in the house. So it's guys versus girls. I'm not even sure the girls really know about that though. So, they think that the girls had like this big alliance thing. I'm not so sure that they do. I'm sure they have like a very loose thing, but I think Z is very loyal to Paulie, although they just had a big fight. I'll get into that right after I finish this. And I know Michelle's very big on her alliance, but, I don't know, guys. It's just some crazy shit. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Paulie and Zakiyah. Looks like there's trouble in Lover's Paradise. You know why? You know why there's trouble? Because you don't get into a fucking showmance and Big Brother. You don't get into a showmance and just... No. Okay? Screw showmances. Okay, so what's been going on with Paulie and Zakiyah is that there seems to be like some sort of like miscommunication between them a little bit. Like Z's lying to Paulie about something, and Paulie, like this was like 2 days ago. It was like, oh well, apparently Z had a conversation with Michelle, and it was something about like I don't even know what it was about. I think it was like about whispering or some bullshit. And then it's all like, oh, well, who else was in the room with you? It was like, oh, was it James? And like, James is in the room with you. And Z's like, I don't remember who was in the room with me. And Paulie's like, oh, you a liar, you a liar, you a liar, you a liar. And now he's just been talking about this for the past 2 days with everyone in the house. I'm just like, Paulie, shut up. I don't care. Like, I get you want to get the girls out. But, like, you're going stir crazy, man. Like, none of this even matters. And Z's like crying or whatever in one of the rooms to Nicole, like, I trusted him so much, like I never trusted a man like this in years, it's been such a long time, and I feel like such a fool. And Nicole's just sitting there like, no, he still has your back, he still has your back, he still has your back. Nicole, girl, you're lying, you're lying. Z is not safe right now. And, I know Z's been talking a lot of shit, with Bridget, about Bridget with Michelle and whatever. Z hasn't exactly been, like, a nice girl either. But, it's not good to just... Paulie and Nicole should be doing what they're doing right now. And I don't even know if Paulie knows that he's hurting her right now. Because, honestly, I think he just sees everything in the scope of the game. You know what I mean? Like, it's all about the game with him. He doesn't know... I don't think he doesn't... I'm trying to think how to word this. He didn't bring his emotions in the house with him. I feel like he did not bring his emotions in the house with him, which honestly is good. That's a good thing for his game, honestly, but don't get into a showmance if you're not going to bring your emotions in the house. Like, it's just crazy shit, guys. Okay, so, regarding the vote situation, we might potentially, I'm not entirely sure, see a flip. It is possible. I'm not going to discount it. And the reason why is going to make you all like SMH, like smack your head. But, some of you probably don't care, honestly, because some of you, a lot of you like Day. So the reason why Natalie is considering voting Bridget out, and she kind of seemed like she was trying to talk James into it, was because, remember the pranks I was talking to you about before? Well, apparently Bridget made some comments about when she was cooking about not having saran wrap, and when when you don't have the tools to cook, honestly, it could get bothersome. And it was used for maybe not the best thing. I mean, how much you should have seen how much saran wrap James put on this makeup case. Like, holy shit, that guy. You have a lot of fucking time in that house, so I mean, he made good use of that time. But he used a lot of saran wrap, and Bridget was complaining about it, and Natalie, for some reason, thought that comment was like indicative of her going after James next week. And I'm like, that's a big fucking jump, don't you think? I mean, I understand that she's upset about it, but if they talk it out, and I think they have talked it out. But Natalie just seems to be worried about that. So she's like, oh, maybe we'll flip. And James is like, no, we'll vote with the House. But, I don't know. I really don't know what to think about that at this point. It's just crazy, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you guys think that the votes are going to flip this week? Or if you're watching this for some reason after Thursday, let us know who you think's going to win the next care package, I guess. Something along those lines. Regarding the care package, by the way, just one last thing. Why did you give it to Natalie? Oh my God, why? Everyone kind of, at least a little bit, likes Natalie. She's number one on Jokers, and you give her the first care package? Oh my God, people. I was so part of that Paulie crowd. Like, getting Paulie the first care package so that we can give the people we like the care packages that are actually, good. Anyway, nonetheless, so those are just my thoughts on it. So if you want my opinion, I think that we will be seeing Davon leave this week, and I think we will be seeing either Z, Michelle, or Nicole leaving next week, unless one of the three of them unless one of the two of them actually, because I think Nicole would do it as well, win HOH. But I don't know, guys. This 5-person guy alliance. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that below. Anyway, this has been Reality Room Spoilers with Paul. Until next time, guys. Peace.